Hello friends. So today we are going to study about the square root. I have given a video of the square numbers, how to find out the square and square roots of different numbers using factorization method. So in this class we are going to study about the another method which is called the long division method. So we'll see that. So long division method for square roots. So it's your choice which method you adopt. Okay, so there are various steps which we have to follow in this. First of all, whatever the number is given to us, we have to separate them in pairs. So I'll give you an example. With the example, you will be able to understand first. So if suppose this is the number which is given, I'm just referring to again the concise book. This is exercise 3B, first question. So I'm just taking this example so that it will be very clear to you with the help of this example. Step 1, you have to take the pairs starting from right hand side. So like 61 is one pair, 47 is another pair. If there are 3 digits, still you have to take, suppose there is 761, so you have to take like this. We'll see in the another example. This is the first step which you have to take. Second thing is just mark this. Like in division we do, but it should be a bit extended. Now what you have to see is, look at the first pair or the first number. Now here it is 47. What you have to think is, you have to think for a number whose square is either this or less than this. So for example, if I take 5, so square of 5 is 25. Okay, so we can take 25, but still there is another number which is 6. Square of 6 is 36, which is also less than it. 7 square is 49, which is more, so we cannot take that. So we have to take 6 as our number, so we will get 36. So you have to write down by that number, whatever number you are using, you have to write it here and as a quotient also. Now plot this line. So in the next term you have to twice this number, you can add them, or 2 times of this number will give you 12. Here what is the remainder is 9, and this is a pair. Like in normal division we take one digit, but here always you have to take pair of numbers. So next is 961. Now next part is, you have to choose a number and write it here such that you have to multiply it with this number with the same digits. For example, if I take 4, then 124 have to be multiplied by 4. If I take 5, then 125 into 5. 6, then 126 into 6, like that. So you have to think for a number. Now last digit is 1. So in which table last digit comes 1? It's either 1 or 9, as we know. So 9 could be the possible answer. Let me check. So if I write 9 here, and this has to be multiplied by 9. You don't have to write this, I'm just writing for an example. So 9 9s are 81, 8, and 9 2s are 18 plus 8, 26. So it will be 9 1s are 9. No. So mistake there. So 9 is not possible because it will exceed. So what we can take is, I've taken one more time now. 4 7 6 1. This is, I think, is 11. So it is 9 9s are 81, 8, 6, 2, and 9 1s are 9 plus 2, 11. Right. So this is the correct answer. So you have to write down as 4761. Square root of this is, now here I have written 9, so this has to be placed here. So square root is 69. So this way we need to solve. So let me take another example, part 3rd of the same question, which is having some odd number of digits. So this question is, we have to find out the square root of this number. Step 1, we have to bifurcate them in the pairs starting from right. So this is a pair, this is a pair, and this individual number 1 is left. Then we can Again do the same way. So 1. So first should be 1. 1 into 1 gives us 1. So remainder here is 0. Then we have to put it next pair, which is 51. Twice of 1 is 2. Now I have to write some number here so that it will be multiplied by that number itself. So possibly 3 will be more. So 2 is the answer, possible answer. So 22 into 2 is 44. We have to write 2 here also. What is left here is 7, and then we have to take this 29 down. Now this 22 you have to add this 2 also. So it will become 24. So possible number is 3. So 3 if you multiply you get 729. So that is our answer, 123. So square root of 15129 is nothing but 123 is our answer. So it's very simple way, just you have to pair the numbers and solve it. So let us take another example of it. And we have to look at the different type of digits. It could be decimal numbers also. So we'll see that. I'll be taking that an example. So it is part number 5. The number here is 0.001225. Correct. Again we have to make the pair. So this is this, right? So let us start this 0.001225. So first digit is 0. So we have to place the decimal. Again next pair is 0. We can just place 0. It's not possible to solve. Now next digit is 12. So 3 3s are 9. So we have to take 3 as our number because 9 is smaller than 12. What do we get is 3 and this is 25. So twice of 3 will give us 6. So we have to write down one number. Now this number could be 5. So 65 into 5 is 325. So if you see, it's very simple. Look wise it looks quite a big number, this decimal number, but it's quite easy to solve. So that is our answer. So square root is 0.035. Okay, let us take one more example using the same way with decimal only. That number is 27.3529. Okay, again we have to pair it. And there is a one pair which is before decimal. If there are odd number of digits after decimal, this question may be coming in your mind. So can we take these two? No, we just add 0 at the end to make it even. Okay. So 27, 5s are 25. It's the first. 2 remainder. Now we are taking after decimal, so we have to place a decimal here. And we will take 35. Twice of 5 will give us 10. So this number, it's 200 only, so we have to think for a number like this should be less than this. So 200, 2 twice, so 204 gives us 31, and we can take this 29 down. So 102 plus 2 last digit we have written, so it becomes 104. So 3 is the possible number, right? So we'll multiply this number by 3, we'll get this. So this is our answer. So square root is 5.23. I hope you understood how to do it, how to solve normal problems or decimal problems. If there are odd number of decimal, we can add 0 at the end. Even number of decimal, same process we have to follow for these type of questions. Now I'll take the next type of question wherein you have to find the answer up to 2 decimal places or 2 significant figures, like that kind of word problems may arise. So how to solve them? I'll be taking one question. We have to find out the square root. This is question 3rd of the book. Part 1 says find the square root of 245 correct to 2 decimal places. So number is 245. We have to find out up to 2 decimal places we have to find. So just remember, whenever we have to find up to 2 decimal places, then after decimal of the number you have to take 3 pairs of numbers. If the numbers are given, it's fine, otherwise you have to add zeros to it. For example, in this particular question, if it is 2, 4, 5, place decimal. After decimal, 3 pair of numbers or zeros. The numbers are there, fine, otherwise take zeros. This is first step, very important step. For 2 decimal places, take 3 pairs of zeros. Now we will solve it. Now this is a pair and this single 2 is remaining. So first is y1, then 45 will come down. 1 twice of 1 is 2. Then which number we can write down? 25, 6 Tony we cannot write, so 25 5s are 125. Remainder is 2. Then you have to place first pair of zeros. Now 5 you have to add, so it will become 30. 6 3s are 18, 7s are 21. So 6 by 6 we can multiply. You have to look at these digits by which number we should multiply. So 300 should be multiplied by 6, so make it 1800. So here we need to put a decimal because we are taking after decimal, so it's 6. So 6 into 306 we have to make it, so it will become 1836. And the remainder here is 164. Then another pair of 0 we will take. The 6 we have to add, so it will become 312. Again 16 and 3. Whatever the digit I will write, so 5s are 15, right? So we'll reach there approximately. So this is just an approximation you have to make. So if I multiply it with 5, so 5, 3125 into 5 will fetch me this number. Okay. Now we have to subtract. So 400 plus 375 make it 775. Then the last pair of 0. This we have done 5. Now 5 I have to add it up. So it will become 130. Then which number? 7. 77. No, 7. So I think twice. Only 2 will come. Right? So if we multiply it by twice, so it will be 62604. Now whatever the remainder is, our target is to get 3 digits after the decimal, because we have to find up to 2 decimal places. So third digit we need it because we have to correct up to 2 decimal places. So we can write down our number like this is the number what we get. Maybe it will go on, but converting into 2 decimal places, we can write down like this third digit is, if it is 5 or more, we add 1 to this. If it is less than 5, we just remain as it is. So this is our answer, final answer. Because this 2 is less than 5. So we'll just eliminate it. And this is our final answer up to 2 decimal places. So that is how we find our answer. If significant figures also, you can use that properties of how to find out the significant figures. Okay, let's move to the next question, which says, it's a third part of the same question. So just we'll do that one more problem so you'll be able to understand better. This is 82.6, correct to 2 decimal places. So third part, 82.6. Up to 2 decimal, as I said, you have to take 3 pairs after the decimal. So first pair we have to make, we have to add 0, 1, so it becomes 60, then second pair, then third pair. So 3 pairs we need after the decimal, right? So first digit is 82, so 9 9s are 81, simple. 1 is remainder, then we'll take 6 decimal and plate. So twice of 9 is 18. Okay, now this is 60. No, I can't do anything because if I write 1 also, it will become more than 160. So it's not possible. So what we will do is we'll put 0 here and we'll take another set of zeros. Okay, 0 here and you have to add 0 here also. Now we have to think for a number which could be written here, so such that we can write it down. So we have to get it. Either it is very high number, it could be 9 or 8. If I do it with 9, so it will become 9 and then 9, 9 and a 72. So it will go beyond 16. So it's better to take it 8. So if I multiply it with 8, 8 8 is 64, 64, 64 again, and 14. So this is what I will get. 144. No, some mistake I did. No, correct. Okay. So we'll do it subtraction. So it will give me 6, 3, 5, and 1. And then pair of zeros. We'll add my 8 here. So it will become 1, 8, 2, 6. Okay, by which number should I multiply? Again, if you see, this is 1536 and by 8 we are getting 144. So again with the same digit 8 will come. So 14464. Whatever the remainder is, now we got our answer. So therefore square root is 9.088. We have to write up to 2 decimals. So now here it is 8, so we will increase this by 1. So our answer will become this. Okay, up to 2 decimal. So you just write it down up to 2 decimal places. Okay, so next question what we see is find the square root of the following. Correct? Okay, now we'll look at some other type of questions also, in which the number which is given is in the some form in which we have to find out the number which is least number to make it a perfect square, or you have to add some number or subtract some number, that kind of problem. I'll just take 2 problems. One is for addition, one is for subtraction. So this is question number 5, which says for each of the following find the least number that must be subtracted so that the resulting number be a perfect square. So first number which is given is 796, right? Now 796 is given, we have to find out the number. Now this is not a perfect square, we have to find out the number by which it should be multiplied, or some number should be added to this to make it a perfect square. So let us see. First we will calculate by using the same method. So 2 2s are 4, 3 is remainder, and 96, 2 into 2 4. Which number should I write here? If I take 9, 49 and 9 will be more. 8 is 64. 64 will do, yes. So let us calculate. 8 8 is 64, 6, 32 and 6, 38. Right? So 12 is remainder here. So question says that we have to find out the least number that must be subtracted. So if you observe here the remainder is 12. Now this 12 ki jagah, if yahan par we could have 0, right? This is whole subtracted. That means it become our perfect square, 28. But 12 is extra, right? So that means this 12 has to be subtracted. So 12 has to be subtracted to make number as perfect square, right? For addition also same way we will do. I will just give an example, one more example for addition. This is for subtraction. The question was which number should be subtracted. So whatever the remainder you will get is the answer. That's all. You have to write down this is the extra remainder. So remainder should be 0 if this has to be a perfect square. So let's see one more example of addition. This question number 6, which says for each of the following find the least number that must be added to make it a perfect square, and the number which is given is 511. So let us first of all, same step, we will do 2 2s are 4, 1 1 1, then 2 into 2 4. Okay, so 3 will exceed 120, so only 2 have to add. So this is 84, and remainder will get 11 plus 27 is the remainder what we get. But now it's not the question of subtraction, it's the question of addition. So 27 is already having in this, how much we have to add them to make it a perfect square. So this remainder 27, we have this 22 as a quotient, so that means 22 is square of 22 is less than 511. So what is the next number which is a perfect square? So after 22, 23 is a perfect square number. So square of 23 is 529. So that is what you have to see. Whatever the quotient you will get, you have to take one extra. And here in this case it is 23. So square of 23 is 529. So how much is the difference? Means how much we have to add in 511 to make it 529. So that is what we have to calculate. So therefore 529 minus 511 is nothing but 18. So this is our answer. So 18 has to be added to 511 to make it a perfect square. Okay, so these are the different type of problems which are there to find the square root using the long division method, or what we have learned today is how to find out using long division normal cases, then decimal problems we have to add zeros, then number to be subtracted or added. So this way if you do practice, definitely you will succeed. Thank you. I hope you understand.